Once upon a time, deep within an ancient forest, there lived a tiny mouse named Squeaky. Squeaky wasn't just any mouse. His whiskers twitched with curiosity, his eyes sparkled with mischief, and his heart thumped with bravery that belied his tiny size. Now, Squeaky wasn't bothered by the wind whistling through the trees or the owl's nightly hoots. He saw adventure in every rustle and a friend in every chirp, but there was something that did trouble him. Every night before bed, Squeaky would peek out of his cozy hole and gaze at the moon and stars. "Oh, how I wish I could dance among the stars or sail on the beams of moonlight," he'd sigh. One night, as Squeaky gazed longingly at the sky, a shooting star streaked across the darkness and landed right outside his hole. "A real live star," Squeaky exclaimed. He cautiously approached the star, who was now nestled in a patch of soft grass, looking rather like a tiny glowing ember. "Excuse me," Squeaky squeaked politely. "Are you hurt?" The star paused, its twinkling. "Not at all," it replied in a voice like tinkling bells. "I'm here on a special mission, you see. I've been watching you, Squeaky. I know how much you love looking at the stars." Squeaky blushed. "How do you know my name?" he asked. "Everyone in the forest knows your kind heart and adventurous spirit, Squeaky," the star said with a smile. "That's why I've brought you a gift." And with that, it handed Squeaky a tiny golden acorn. "This is no ordinary acorn," the star explained. "If you plant it, it will grow into a mighty oak, the strongest and wisest tree in the forest. Its leaves will grant you the power to fly among the clouds, and its acorns will let you travel on moonbeams." Squeaky gasped. "Really?" he squeaked. He hugged the acorn tightly. "Thank you," he whispered. "But why me?" "Because we believe you'll use your powers wisely," the star answered. Then it winked, rose into the air, and vanished into the night sky. Squeaky scurried back into his cozy burrow, his heart thumping with excitement. He knew he couldn't sleep a wink that night. He just had to plant the acorn, so he dashed out into the forest and found a sunny spot near his hole. He dug a small hole, placed the acorn inside, covered it with soil and watered it with a bit of dew. Then he sat back to wait, but waited and waited. Nothing happened. Day after day, Squeaky watered the acorn and sang to it, but still nothing happened. Disappointment began to creep into his heart. Maybe the star had been wrong. Maybe the acorn wasn't magical after all. Just when Squeaky's hope was fading, a tiny sprout emerged from the ground. Over the next few weeks, the sprout grew into a sapling, then a young tree, but it didn't look like any other oak Squeaky had seen. Its bark shimmered with golden flecks, and its leaves sparkled with silver. One breezy afternoon when Squeaky was resting under the tree, a leaf drifted down and landed on his head. He shook it off and to his surprise, suddenly he was soaring through the air on a beam of sunlight. He swooped and twirled, feeling the wind beneath his paws and the sun on his fur. It was the most exhilarating feeling in the world. When he landed back on the ground, Squeaky looked up at the tree with wonder. The stars must be real. He raced home, bursting with excitement to tell his family and friends about his magical adventure. But as he shared his tale, something strange happened. Their eyes glazed over and they began nodding off to sleep. Squeaky stopped mid. He realized with a sinking heart that they could unsee the stars or hear their enchanting music because they were too busy with their everyday worries and cares. Only those who were free from worry could appreciate the magic. He understood. Suddenly, Squeaky felt a surge of determination. He wanted everyone in the forest to experience the wonder he had felt, to see the beauty of the stars. So he set to work. Every day he watered the magical oak, which grew stronger and more radiant with each passing day. And every day he visited his friends and neighbors, sharing their joys and helping them with their problems. Slowly but surely he eased their worries and filled their hearts with peace. Finally, Squeaky climbed the mighty oak and reached out to pluck a sparkling leaf. As he held it tight, he closed his eyes, breathed deeply and wished for everyone in the forest to see the stars. The leaf fluttered, and when Squeaky opened his eyes, he saw the most breathtaking sight. All around him, animals and plants were floating and twirling in the starlight. Birds soared like graceful ballerinas, rabbits hopped on beams of moonlight, and flowers swayed in time with the twinkling stars. The forest was transformed into a realm of enchantment. From that day on, Squeaky continued to help his friends and neighbors, knowing that even the smallest creature can bring light into darkness and joy into worried hearts. And whenever the moon shone bright or the stars twinkled above, the forest dwellers remembered Squeaky, the brave little mouse who showed them the magic in every moment. If you embrace life with an open heart and a curious spirit, magic can unfold in the most unexpected places. If you enjoyed this magical adventure, don't forget to leave us a like and share this enchanting tale with your friends. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel so you never miss any of our captivating stories. Thank you for joining us on this journey.